I handed him the gun out the backseat of the car.
16-year-old Charleston White took the stand and testified against his friend, Antoine Doolittle, who sat just a few feet from him and listened intently.
A nigga said, we saw the Snitch video. So everybody saw it. It's been on the news before. Just cause you saw it, you still broke. It don't change nothing. You still broke. I'm still rich. I'm still getting booked. It don't change nothing.
50 Cent has never been known to hold his tongue, and now, he is zeroing in on Charleston White. An old, chaotic video just resurfaced online, and it has social media going absolutely wild.
Everybody's seen it before you seen it. It used to be on the news. I keep telling y'all, I made the news before. All what y'all doing, people I already seen.
The clip shows a young Charleston White straight up testifying against one of his own boys back in the day, and social media is feasting on it. He did not just throw a little shade, he threw his entire crew under the bus, and this was not some petty drama, it was serious. His words had real life consequences now. 50 Cent is stepping into the chaos, unfiltered and ready. But Charleston
Doolittle is accused of down 34-year-old Michael Levy of Irving. Levy attempted to stop Doolittle, White, and 2 other teenagers accused of shoplifting 3 sports jackets and a baseball cap from an Arlington mall in September of 1991.
Charleston, meanwhile, is acting like it is just business as usual. He is laughing it off, brushing aside the heat, and clapping back at anyone calling him a snitch. But what really happened? Did Charleston actually rat out his own boy? And what is 50 Cent saying about it? Let's break down the real story. Everything flared up again when an old courtroom video resurfaced, dating back to when Charleston was just 16 years old. The clip shows a teenage Charleston on the witness stand, under oath, casually naming names like it was nothing. He specifically spoke about his friend Antoine Diddle and how things spiraled after they tried to steal some jackets and hats from a department store. When a store worker, Michael Levy, tried to intervene, instead of fleeing, they tossed the stolen gear out the window, and that is when everything took a dark turn.
This is say Levy pounded on their windshield until the teens threw the jackets out the car window. Then Doolittle supposedly shot him in the back as Levy walked away.
Charleston testified that it was Doolittle who pulled the weapon and took out Michael right there on the spot back in 1991, and Charleston was not just a bystander, he was directly involved in the situation. When it came time to face the law, he took the stand and laid everything out about his own friend. He did not hold back or sugarcoat a thing. He even revealed details of the conversation they had immediately after the incident. But here is where it gets even more shocking. Charleston admitted that he was the one who handed Antoine Doolittle the weapon before everything went down.
What did he do?
Yeah, Doolittle may have pulled the trigger, but Charleston was far from innocent. He played a direct role in the incident, and the wild part? He actually laughed it off like it was no big deal at one point. He even joked, "Look, shot," like someone telling a funny story, completely brushing over the fact that someone lost their life.
Prince Charming. I found him. And it's hard to believe, but I did. And I believe in fairy tales because he made my dreams come true. And they took that away.
But this was not some movie scene. A real man was killed. Michael Levy lost his life, and the pain extended beyond the day his wife was left shattered. They had only been married for 4 days, just 4. She believed they were starting a future together, but in a matter of seconds, that future vanished. And Charleston did not stop at testifying against Doolittle. He ended up turning on a total of 3 of his own friends.
A victim, which was a Caucasian man by the name of Michael Levy. I was sentenced to 12 years under Texas juvenile determined sentencing law. My 3 co-defendants, all of them was tried as adults. They were 15 and older. I was 14. So I went into a boys' home that was co-ed with boys and girls. So I spent my entire teenage life from 14 to 21 in the boys' home. When I got out at 21, my record was sealed. So there's no record of me ever being in trouble for.
That courtroom appearance changed everything. It was not just a headline, it was a turning point. Charleston's testimony sealed the fate of those involved, including his own. In the end, he was sentenced to 12 years behind bars for his part in the tragedy.
The Snitch video. So everybody saw it. It's been on the news before. Just cause you saw it, you still broke. It don't change nothing. You still broke. I'm still rich. I'm still getting booked. It don't change nothing.
But here is the twist. Even after serving time, Charleston came out ahead. His record was completely sealed. That is right. Once he got out, it was like hitting reset, a clean slate. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew had to live with the full weight of their convictions, no sealed records for them, so when that old courtroom footage made its way back online, it reignited the fire. Social media exploded, and people were quick to slap the snitch label on Charleston once again.
You think they're gonna stop booking me? You think they're gonna stop interviewing me? You think people gonna stop? Nah, you still gonna be poor, and I'm still gonna be rich and famous.
That video spread like wildfire, and the internet went in on him hard. But Charleston? He did not even blink. He hopped online calm as ever, like he had no worries, no stress, no guilt, just jokes and a big grin. He laughed at the backlash, even mocking the people dragging him, said the drama was not about to touch his bag or slow down his hustle. He even joked he might turn the whole case into comedy material for his stand-up sets. Charleston stood 10 toes down. He made one thing clear: he did what he had to do, and he is sleeping just fine at night.
What? Why you think I told? I don't give a damn. I ain't friends with no.
I ain't friends with nobody, he said, standing firm on his choice without hesitation if given the chance. He claims he would make the same decision all over again. The truth is, Charleston has been open about his mindset from day one. He is not about that street code life or silent loyalty. He is on a mission to flip that mentality, even if it means turning on the same people he once rolled with.
I hope it is. I want to snitch. I want to snitch. I want to tell. Whatever they call snitching, I want to do it. And I want to make it cool to do.
Charleston laid it out plain and simple. I don't recommend doing 20 years for anybody. I don't recommend doing a life sentence for anybody. There's no honor among thieves, so why should I be honorable among thieves? In his eyes, everyone involved was already in the wrong. He is not about to throw away his life for someone just because they were once his homeboy. That whole idea of loyalty? He is not buying it to him. Real loyalty does not mean sacrificing yourself for a code built on crime.
I don't recommend doing 20 years for nobody. I don't recommend doing a life sentence for nobody. It's no honor amongst thieves. So why do I have to be honorable amongst thieves? Why? We all criminals and crooks.
I'm a citizen now, I'm a police ninja, he said proudly, and he was not joking at all. He went on to say he votes, works elections, and even laughed about being the last one to drop off his ballot on election day. Charleston has fully switched lanes, and he is owning it without shame.
Y'all, I'm the one that put the feds on brick bacon. I keep telling y'all niggas think I be playing.
You damn right I'm a police ninja, he said, loud and proud. I'm grown, I'm 40, I can't be sitting in jail at 50 for nothing. That was not just talk. Charleston meant every single word with his chest.
Man, got here in Houston, man. And I got a diamond on Charleston white head.
And you could see it, he stood on that belief like concrete. Charleston is not hiding who he is. He flat out said he would snitch on anybody if it keeps him out of a prison cell. That is the code he lives by, and he is not about to switch up for anyone. Lately, whispers have started swirling that Charleston might be the reason Brick Baby got picked up by the feds. Most people would stay quiet or deny it, but Charleston? He jumped online and straight up bragged about it. It all started when Brick Baby posted a wild video in Houston, flashing stacks of cash and talking crazy, even tossing out a threat about putting a hit on Charleston. But Charleston was not letting that fly. As soon as that clip dropped, he claimed he called the feds himself, said he has direct contacts with law enforcement and knows exactly who to hit up when things get serious, and that was just the beginning.
Who said I'm gonna put your mother ass in jail? Boy, you making threats to the promoter? I got a recorded phone conversation with witnesses on the phone saying the promoter is scared for his life, that he got to live in Baton Rouge, that Boosie go send them people to get you. He said he can't have the show cause Boosie go. I said, nigga, I just hired the police. The promoter scary ass. Nigga. Yeah, nigga, Boosie is a hoe. And I bet he don't want to get in that boxing.
Word on the streets is Charleston might have called the cops on Boosie Bidez too.
I made a federal report. First, I called Houston and made the report to Houston, but I did this through my law enforcement friend.
Last year, rumors started flying after Boosie allegedly threatened a Memphis show promoter who had
Snitching? I'm not breaking the law. I'm not trying to get out of no trouble. That's what a snitch do. A snitch is telling to wiggle out of something. I'm just telling.
Charleston is here to survive, to protect himself and move on his own terms, but the internet is not letting up. The main reason folks are dragging him? Charleston keeps saying he is not a rat, but people are calling major cap on that. The receipts are all over the place, and critics are blasting him as a full-blown hypocrite. But Charleston? He has a clapback ready for every single accusation.
Our black kids don't have no protection. You don't even have nobody standing in the gap for them and God. They just on their own.
Standing their way out here.
Homie, listen. They have to go to jail and they have to die because it ain't nothing God can do with them. Why you think it's so many young people dying today? We ain't never seen this before. We ain't never seen young. They have to because it ain't nothing God can do with these hearts of young people because of the fruit that they come from. The seed and the fruit is all the same. Sit your down. Some of these little ain't never had a hug from Big Mama. They grandmama said, I'm too young to be a goddamn grandmama. Call me mama. Don't call me grandmama. Grandmama don't even want to be young. Don't even want to be called grandmama.
Not real.
So you can't just go up and lay your head on the chip. Boy, what the f you want? Boy, I'm ticket you got kid. I'll be having your mama come get you. They being rejected like straight off. Get away from her. Get. Nobody's hugging and nurturing and breathing life into these little black mother.
Charleston swears he is not just some average snitch. And according to him, the reason makes all the difference. He says it is not about clout, cash, or revenge, and that is why he refuses to wear the label in his mind. He is operating with a bigger purpose. So what is driving all this so-called snitching? Charleston says he is on a mission to flip the streets for good, and here is the wild part, he is actually backing it up with action.
I want to teach and train young boys what snitching is, what telling is, and I want to create a Boy Scout organization. These niggas start telling in school. They the niggas who raise their hand and say, teacher, can I take names, and tell you who talking when you leave the class. They the ones in the hallway writing down names in middle school, dropping notes to the principal, to the kids with the bloodshot red eyes that look like they on pills. So they can be law-abiding citizens and great neighborhood watch crime people. We need to train this. We train killers and gangsters. So we need to train some confident, snitching, tattle-telling young man that ain't scared to tell on now, mother, and teach them how to fight too. So if you fuck with them by telling, they'll kick ass. Yeah, we need some strong snitches.
After doing his time, Charleston came home and jumped straight into action. Trying to make a real difference, he started showing up for the youth, speaking to kids in schools, juvenile halls, and community centers, laying out his past and all the chaos he survived so they would not end up walking the same path. But he did not stop at just giving speeches. Charleston helped launch a program called Hype, aimed at mentoring kids who are walking a razor's edge between gang life or something worse. He has been guiding them toward better choices, trying to give them a shot at a real future, and here is where things get even crazier. Charleston has even floated the idea of starting an official snitching program, designed to help teens escape dangerous situations and flip their lives around for good.
Hold on, I'm finna call my son. You got to go to the graveyard to see your son. say, look, this what my kids give me for Father's Day. Gilly, say Gilly, cash money backup single. Say, cash money backup single. I'm sorry, backup damn.
Still, not everyone is applauding him. A lot of people cannot get past the way he moves. His message may be about change, but his methods? They have got folks fired up, and Charleston knows he has a long road ahead before people truly grasp where he is coming from. One person who was definitely not with him is Jilly the Kid. Jilly did not hold back. He unleashed on X, saying, "Cannot beef with no dude that's been ratting since the 9s. He a throwback rat. That shot came with old school venom, and ever since, the beef between the two has only escalated." Of course, Charleston was not going to let that slide. He clapped back hard on Instagram. "I see Jill the King got smoke in his chest," after Jilly reportedly sent him a DM calling him a rat, but then Charleston crossed the line completely. He posted, "May his son rest in peace, and may the slayer be forgiven by God and live a long life of redemption."
50 bullying Meech because Meech ain't no internet. 50 is an internet. One thing I know about street niggas, they ain't finna play with that type.
"Remember how your son died?" That one line shook the internet to its core. Charleston's shot at Jilly came straight from the author profile of his children's book I Am Wokeseed, and it was not just some petty post, it was a full-on statement dripping with venom. But Charleston did not stop there. He followed up with a video and a chilling caption, "You still talking street after they unalive Junior? I'm disappointed in you, sir." And in that video, Charleston completely lost all filters. He crossed every line imaginable. He actually mocked the death of Jilly's son without an ounce of remorse, saying, "You got a dead son and you talking about snitching? Pow. That dude shot your son in the head, boy? Unalive? Pow. Young Gil got shot." And just to make it worse, Charleston kept going, pouring salt straight into the wound.
Say, you know what? Let me learn from this. Let me move different in life. Let me not be disrespectful. Let me be an antagonist. Or that woman, God bless Michael Levy's soul and condolences his entire family as well. They going through with this loss. But you still on the internet clowning, bragging about you killed white man before.
He impersonated Gilly and Walla Morning, saying, "You and Walla was crying, oh my son got ended." It was brutal, heartless, and left people speechless. Viewers online were stunned. Charleston actually went there. The pain behind those words was real, and instead of backing off, he doubled down. "You were crying, now you talking about snitching? You right. I am a law-abiding citizen. That is why your son got unalived." That is exactly what he said, loud, clear, unfiltered, and without an ounce of shame. Let's be real, Charleston snapped all because Gilly called him erratic. Clearly hit a nerve. He tries to act like nothing phases him, but the way he spiraled showed it definitely got under his skin. And where is 50 Cent in all this? Watching it unfold with that signature smirk, because if there is one thing about 50, it is that he has never been soft on snitches. He has dragged them mercilessly, and lately, he has been gunning for Big Meech hard, accusing him of snitching, clowning him nonstop on social media, no mercy, no filter, and right in the middle of all this heat, Charleston just had to jump, and he pulled up to the Danza Project and wasted no time weighing in when it came to the 50 versus Big Meech beef. Charleston said it made 0 sense according to him. The two are not even in the same league. 50 has the upper hand in every way, so it is not beef, it is bullying. He even called 50 a bully to his face. So how did 50 respond to Charleston throwing shade? Surprisingly, he did not snap. No savage comeback, no trolling, just a quiet promo post for his new show, and he kept it moving. It almost seemed like 50 agreed with Charleston's take for once. There was no war of words. Looks like Charleston might have dodged a bullet for now. 50 has his sights set on someone else, but make no mistake, Charleston is still out here stirring up the internet, causing chaos, and keeping his crown as the king of controversy in the streets. They are watching. He may claim he is on a mission to spark change, but his wild ways are far from over. So what do you think? Is Charleston White really trying to help the community, or is he just chasing clout and stirring up drama for views? Let us know in the comments, and do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and smash that notification bell so you never miss a drop. Catch you in the next one.